The Industrial Revolution began in Europe during the 1800s. By the mid-1800s, the revolution had made its way to America. The Industrial Revolution was a time where the technology and the economy improved rapidly. This revolution produced many inventions and products that modern businesses still use today. Manufacturing expanded beyond textiles and small factories. The movement toward industrialization encouraged mass production. Plentiful natural resources such as water, coal, iron, copper, silver, and gold were abundant in American forests. Over a period of 40 years, the population in the United States grew from 31.5 million to 76 million. The growth of the population caused a demand for more goods, which caused a growth in industry. Transportation of finished goods and raw materials increased. Steamboats, canals, and railroads were created to make it easier to transport goods at further distance. With transportation becoming easier, many immigrants came over to the United States. From 1816 to 1900, about 14 million immigrants came over, which helped the industry grow even more. They had different skills, like specialized trades, to provide the labor to keep the industry growing. Many new machines and improved processes produced new goods efficiently. The inventors applied for patents for their new inventions. A patent is a government document giving an inventor the exclusive right to make and sell his or her invention for a specific number of years. With the industry booming, businesses made a large profit. Banks and wealthy people wanted to share the profits, so they would lend money to the businesses. The businesses used the money to build more factories and buy new equipment. The government imposed tariffs on imported goods, land grants, and subsidies to help the businesses grow. America's economy did not expand so far in a couple weeks. Its growth sped up and slowed down and never grew at a steady pace. The pattern of good and bad times is called the business cycle. The good times, called economic booms, were when people would buy more goods and invest in business. This resulted in corporate and industrial growth. The bad times, called economic busts, were when buying and investing decreased. As a result, industry laid off workers and production slowed dramatically. If the busts became increasingly horrible, they became known as a depression. During 1837 and 1857, America experienced economic depressions which eventually led to economic booms. There are many different contributions to America's industrial growth. Before the mid-1850s, steel was very expensive because making steel required a lot of coal. A new way of making steel was developed independently by William Kelly in the United States and Henry Bessemer in England. It used only a fraction of the coal that was previously used. This new method was called the Bessemer steel process. Because this process cut the cost of steel, the nation's steel output increased 500 times between 1867 and 1900, which caused many people to make products out of steel instead of iron. Plows, barbed wire, nails, and beams for buildings were made from steel, but the main use was for expanding the railroads.